Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a Donkey Kong cake. This is really simple and easy to do. This is going to be one of the easiest cakes that we've put together so far. And I got this idea online, and I'm just going to show you real quickly what we need. We're going to make a 6-inch 2-layer cake, and I have that ready to go. I'm not sure what flavors those are. But it can be any flavor. I have a chocolate cake recipe and also a vanilla cake recipe on my channel, so go and search those. We are also going to need some Kit Kats, and I have 12 packs of these. I'm not sure how many it's going to take. We're going to need Runts candies, and we're just going to use the bananas. So we're going to separate the bananas from those as well. And then we're gonna need Donkey Kong, of course. And if you want to make him out of fondant, you can. I just am doing this for demonstration, so I just purchased a little figurine, so that will be fine as well. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take our cake layers. I'm going to frost them in chocolate, and once I have that done, I'll bring you back and we'll proceed to the next step. Okay, so I just did the filling, and it's chocolate buttercream, and I'm going to go ahead and take my second layer of cake, and we're going to place that right on top. If you want to see an in-depth crumb coat or way to ice, you can go search my channel. I have plenty of videos that show how to do that. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on that right now. You can also decorate your board. You can do this in green or whatever color you want. This cake is going to look, we're going to make this into kind of like a barrel. Okay, and the Kit Kats are going to help us with that. So now all we're going to do is just ice. We don't even really need to crumb coat this because we're going to cover it with the Kit Kats. So we're just going to ice the cake. And you just want to push it all the way to the edge. It looks like a lot of icing, but most of this comes off. You want to start with more than you need. And if you push it to the edge, it helps us to cover the sides later. Okay. Alright. And now we're just going to ice the sides of the cake. And I'm going to go ahead and get that finished, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll proceed with the next step. Okay, now once we have the icing on, I just go around, and this is when I take most of this icing off. And you're just going to clean your knife with each pass. And it doesn't have to be perfect because, again, we are going to cover the sides. Alright, so I'm going to call this side done here. And then all we're going to do is we're going to clean off or clean up the top. Okay, to smooth that out a bit. And it's real important that you clean your knife with each pass. So you have a lip of icing. We're just going to go in and drag it into the center and lift up. Into the center, lift up, and then clean your knife. Same thing. My cake was frozen, so the top is already beginning to set up a little bit. But that's fine. And then just There we go. All right. So I'm going to clean up the edge of my board a bit, and then I'll bring you guys back and we will start on the next step. So now we're just going to separate the Kit Kats. I've kind of looked at this a couple different ways, and I think it looks more like a barrel with the Kit Kat logo facing out. So that's how we're going to do that. You can do this however you want. These are the full-size bars. Again, it's going to depend on the size of your cake. And then you're just going to separate them, and we're going to line them up just like that. And you kind of want to break these as evenly as you can. And they do melt, so you want to keep in mind you want to work quickly. Now, I do have my light off for that reason. I don't want to melt my cake. And then we're just going to continue around. I'm going to go ahead and get a few more open, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you the whole process. I do get some requests to show you the entire process, and so since this is quick, that is what I'll do, just to kind of show you with the light on. We're just lining those up next to each other. So we'll be back. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on, and we're just adding these close together, and then just pushing into the icing a bit. You don't want to handle this chocolate too much. And I'm making sure that the logo is all facing the same way. That's 3 so far, and I haven't quite made it around halfway. And like I said, you want to really try to make sure that these break evenly, just so that it looks nicer. And if you have one that doesn't, you can kind of line them up together so that it looks a little bit better. Bless you. Alright, so just keep going around. Bless you. Alright, so there we are so far. That's 4 packages. I'm trying to keep them together because they're breaking on me weird. They're a bit soft. Okay. Alrighty, and I'm through with 1 package. I'm opening my last package of 6 that was in the package. You know what I mean. All right. I think the worst part of this is right here, just trying to work with these Kit Kats. Well, I didn't quite need 2 whole packages. But you definitely need more than 1 if you do a 6-inch. This is a very small cake, so depending on how big you want him, you're going to definitely need more than 1 package. So I have probably enough for 1 more there. So about 7 packages. I had bought some earlier this week to do, but they were Christmas Kit Kats, so that didn't work so well. So I had to go to the store and buy some regular ones. Okay. And I'm just gonna start there. And that one broke a bit, but that's okay, because we're just going to attach it to that one, and we have just enough. And you can pull them out a bit just to get them to connect at the end. So there's that. You can see how that looks already, how it looks like a barrel. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my runts ready, and we're gonna move on to the next step. Okay, so I found a lot of broken bananas in my runts, so I put those down first, and now I'm just going to lay in my whole bananas. Now I've used 3 packages, and that is not nearly going to be enough. Okay, now these again are just the bananas out of those runts, so I am going to, I've got 3 more packages, and I'm going to go ahead and open those up and then separate the bananas, because you can see that there's not enough here. So I'm going to go ahead and get those out and separate them, and then we will fill that up the rest of the way. So we'll be back. Okay guys, so there it is. I used 6 boxes of runts to get enough bananas, and you can see a few little holes. I could definitely use a few more, but this is going to work out just fine. I've placed the broken ones on bottom so that you don't see the white part of them as much, and also just to fill up a little bit of those bare spots. And then I took the whole ones and placed those, scattered those around the top. We're just going to take our little Donkey Kong, and we're going to place him in there. And you can also just, you know, if you want a couple little bananas kind of falling off the edge, you can do that as well. I think that looks pretty cute. You can secure those with some icing if you want, or you can just leave them kind of loose at the bottom. That's fine. And then again, we're just going to kind of cover up some of those little holes with our bananas. And there he is. That's the finished cake. I think it's absolutely cute and adorable. Any kid would love this for their birthday, or just because. And I encourage you guys to check out my channel. I have some real cute little cakes. I do show how to mold fondant as well. If you want to do Donkey Kong in fondant, leave me a message at the bottom, and I'll see if we can do a tutorial for that. But share me on Facebook and Twitter, guys, with all your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thumbs up for Donkey Kong. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.